Hello and thank you for joining us for the very first Rennie Mystery Box Challenge.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely
It's a pleasure to be here.
Very kind of you to
You should have
invite
stayed
us
at
all.
home.
Hey, someone tell me what the Rennie Mystery Box Challenge actually is, please.
It's awesome and very simple. Every so often we get sent a box with a mystery ingredient in it, sometimes a bit strange or unusual, and we ask you guys what the best thing to do with it is, and then we cook up a great recipe.
Sounds great.
And the best thing about it, James is here.
Yeah, James is in it.
Doing a great job.
Go on, James.
Come on, James. Hey, let's get started.
Now, James is the only one out of all of us who knows what's in the box, so it shall be his job from here on in to deliver the box.
Deliver us the box, James. That's it.
Keep coming. Yep, nearly, mate.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, the budget for this is so high. You've done a great
Right.
job.
Do we get to see inside?
Go for
We
it.
sure do.
Oh! What?
Wow.
Okay.
It's definitely not alive, is it?
No, it looks like a vegetable, and there's lots of them, and it's knobbly and brown.
There's lots of them.
Should we show everyone?
It looks like ginger.
Yeah.
The carroty ginger.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I eat it?
I wouldn't eat it
Can I taste it?
Oh, I think you should definitely eat it. Be careful.
Be careful.
because it's going to get all over your hand.
It's a poisonous mushroom.
It's fresh turmeric.
Oh, right.
Oh.
What?
Turmeric.
So we've used powdered and ground turmeric in so many recipes before, but
Yeah.
we've never used fresh.
It's a fresh version of the powder, yeah.
So the question is, what recipe are we going to conjure up with fresh turmeric? We need your ideas.
I have an idea.
What?
Let's send a tweet.
And by let's, do you mean you?
Okay, I'll send a tweet.
You send the tweet because you've got the phone.
And I'm definitely not going to innovate that.
Brush your teeth.
Your teeth are yellow.
By the looks of you, no.
Oh no!
We're good.
So with all of your input, we have come up with
Turmeric chicken buns. And the great thing is we get to use the turmeric in the chicken and in the buns.
and it's the buns we're going to start with, the bread dough. So over
yes. Right, so we're going to take our strong flour and then we're going to add that in with our salt and our yeast, keeping them separate in the bowl. And now it's time for the turmeric. Now obviously we're using the fresh turmeric, and the best way to put it into the dough is to grate it.
you. Yes, basically you're going to make a pulp. It saves the need of having to peel it, which is very fiddly and completely stains your fingers. Just make sure you've washed it.
Thing is, if I was to see that on the supermarket aisle, I would presume that was ginger straight away.
Ginger.
Ginger.
Yeah, it's the root, so it's the same thing. It looks similar. These tend to be a bit smaller.
And if you can't get that fresh, then the powder stuff is just as good.
We've been using the powder stuff for years. It's not just as good, it's different, but it will have a very similar role. It's going to give it the colour. It tends to be a bit more bitter. The fresh turmeric has a much richer flavour.
Now it's time to add in our water. Depending on how wet your turmeric is, it's going to depend on how much water we actually need to add in. So what we'll do to start off with is add in 3/4 of the water, and then as it's needing, we'll add some more in if it looks a bit dry.
And if you need all the weights and measurements, the whole recipe with step-by-step details can be got in the link down below.
Can be gone.
Jamie, I don't think you added enough water.
Oh, Barry, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Here I am with some extra water.
How do I know if it needs more water?
We're going to shape these into buns. So you want something that's elastic, that will form without lots of cracks. So it's a soft, elastic dough. That's what you're aiming for.
We don't need to knead
That
anymore.
is yellow.
It is yellow.
That is ridiculous.
And look how elastic it is as well.
Right, so if it is a little bit tacky, a little bit more flour, and then just kind of mould it into one big lump. It's nice and elastic, tucking the bottoms in. No, you're not stretching it. You've done the needy
I'm
bit.
not stretching
No,
it.
don't let it...
Oh, so
Oh,
how,
so it's
about,
cheating.
how come Ben gets to use gloves and Jamie can't?
It's his own personal collection.
If I'm honest, Jamie's hands are too big for these gloves.
They're ladies' gloves.
They are small gloves. It's a nice and smooth top, and then leave it back in the bowl to prove for about an hour. In a warm place, covered in a tea towel.
Which gives me enough time to go wash my hands.
The filling is very simple. We're going to kind of currify.
Ben, that's a great technique. Well done on getting rid of Jamie.
Yeah.
That worked perfectly.
Let's do that all the time.
We'll just give him sticky fingers, get rid of him, and we can carry on.
We could get through the whole recipe now. Go quick.
Cumin seeds, mustard seeds, they're going to go into a dry pan over a medium heat to toast until you can just begin to smell it, and then add in everything else. That's a sliced onion, a sliced red chilli, sultanas, mango chutney, and another tablespoon of grated fresh turmeric. And then half a litre of vegetable or chicken stock plus our chicken, and it's going to poach very gently for about 15 minutes in all of these flavours.
You two are doing a great job, by the way. What are you here for?
We're here to tell you about turmeric.
Yeah, we know
Right.
some stuff about
You
turmeric.
know stuff about turmeric.
It's really good for you.
Right.
In what sense?
Well done, mate.
That was it.
Well, Barry's done his bit. It is, as much as I don't like the label superfood, it's labelled as a potential superfood, which just means it's packed full of really good vitamins and minerals.
And it doesn't matter where you stick it, in your mouth or on your body.
Oh yeah.
It's
absolutely.
antibacterial and antifungal.
So you can put it on the athlete's foot and it will clear it right up, mate.
Well, not your
Why are you
athlete's foot.
pointing at me? I've got it on my
Oh yeah,
hands.
actually, sorry, athlete.
Filling number 1 is going to bubble and simmer away for about 15 minutes so that chicken is poached. And that's what's so good about this, is there's no added fat. But meanwhile, we can make our second filling, which is like a salad. So a carrot, peel it, and then just carry on peeling it, so you end up with wafer-thin strips.
Yes.
I'm going to mix that together with the juice of a lime, some fresh tamarind paste, and black onion seeds, pinch of salt and pepper, and that's all it needs. At this point, we can fish out our chicken and just leave it to cool. Meanwhile, turn the heat up from what was a gentle simmer to a kind of rapid bubble, and reduce this mixture, because that's where all the flavour is, down to something that's almost syrupy, basic consistency that will coat our chicken, and that will then go over our pulled chicken with a little bit of yoghurt later on. And there we go. The dough, as vibrant as it is, you can see has risen right up.
Oh yes.
As ever, we're going to knock it back, divide it into 8, and form buns or rolls.
Flour your hands, please. This is painful.
Come on, you can do this.
Leave them a little bit of spaced apart on your tray because we want to give them a second proof. So another 45 minutes or so in a warm place under a tea towel. Then we'll bake them at 220 degrees Celsius. But as soon as they go in the oven, turn that down to 180 or 190 until they're baked, risen, they're nice and golden. Then take them out and allow them to cool. Meanwhile, all this would have cooled too. So our stripped up chicken, our reduced sauce, and our yogurt, which we can mix together with fresh coriander. A little bit of fresh mint is going to go into our beautiful carrot salad.
Oh yes.
And then it's just about piling it all together. There we go. That's pretty epic.
If you want to make this, and I know that you do, all the details are down below with step-by-step instructions and photos of the full recipe so that you can make this at home.
Now, we want to see you guys using some unusual ingredients in your recipe, so upload those, photos and all, to sortedfood.com.
Because this is our turmeric chicken bun, sorted.
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 You didn't say that time.
I'm not sure we'd normally share this 5 ways.
We wouldn't. We'd have one
Genuinely
each. Oh, it's delicious. All right, the chicken is tender. I'm loving that.
As mystery ingredients go, that one's a winner. I think, round of applause.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll see you soon.